Hello again. Yesterday I did a video about how to use recovery weeks in your training, in your cycling training, and I realised that I hadn't talked about actually what a recovery week is. So I thought it'd be useful to talk about that today. So if you want to know how to use recovery weeks, then check out that video. And this is actually a bit about what a recovery week is and how it might help. So recovery week is a chance to reset and recovery and adapt to the hard training that you've been doing in the previous few weeks. And why is that a good thing? Well, it allows you to train harder during the weeks that aren't recovery weeks, the harder weeks, and therefore you can create a better stimulus. And during the recovery and what's sometimes called an adaptation week, your body adapts and builds back stronger, so you're fitter when you start doing your next block of training, whether that be 2 weeks or perhaps even 3 weeks. It's useful to have a rest week every 2 or 3 weeks, or at least a few days rest every 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So a rest week isn't actually a total rest, it's a period of reduced training that allows your body to adapt, and by the end of the week, you might not feel great during the week, your recovery week, but by the end of the week you should be feeling better and ready to start training hard again. And it should have a similar structure to your normal training. Anybody who's read my blogs or watched more of my videos, you know that I like to have a weekly structure, so I like to do similar things on similar days of each week. And by doing that, I start to understand how people are recovering from various types of sessions, and how much stress and fatigue various types of sessions create. A rule of thumb is maybe do about 50% of your normal training load, your normal training hours in your recovery week. But you can adjust that if you use something like Training Peaks. You can adjust it using the performance management chart to get your training stress balance, which is some people call form, but I like to use training stress balance because it's more about training stress. Try to get your training stress balance to be around 0 at the end of your recovery week. And it can be a good idea to have take 2 rest days at the start of your recovery week to get that recovery process started. And it's nice to have 2 days to not worry about training, or do something else, take active rest, go for a walk, or maybe a short run for a change. But if you're not used to running, be careful, because it's easy to get injured and sore legs if you go running. After your 2 days off, you might do an easy day, just get yourself back into cycling again, and then do a hard session. That can be a test. It's actually quite useful to do a test in the middle of your recovery week, because you've had some time to recover after those 2 days off and an activation day, just to see where you are. And having that every 3 or 4 weeks is a useful thing to do. Or just do a short interval session where you've got short efforts and plenty of recovery, and your overall volume of hard work is quite low. Next day can be an easy day, rest day. Just do one fun ride at the weekend. If you're a road cyclist, get out on a mountain bike, or if you've got a mountain bike, or do something different, and just make the most of the recovery week. But remember that the recovery week it is a recovery week. It's not a week to sort of rush around and do loads of things, do loads of shopping. It's not a sort of holiday. It is a holiday from training, but the idea is to recover. So focus on recovery, practice some skills that you might need to practice, or spend some time learning, or practice some mental skills, learn some mental techniques. Or if you're training for a longer ultra endurance type event, it could be a great opportunity to look at the maps and understand the route. Or if you are training for other type of events, spend some time looking at the routes of your races, see how your race strategy might be. So use it for planning, recovery, do some fun things, but remember it's a recovery week and not a running around and do all the things you haven't had time to do week, which might just end up with you totally wrecked at the end of the week. And that's it. It's just a short video really to explain what a recovery week is and what sort of format you might want to use for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please subscribe, so it helps me. Click the bell and then you'll get a reminder when I produce other videos. I'm aiming to do about 2 a week. sort of around the middle of the week one, and then maybe later in the week the other one. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.